Hello everybody and welcome to SnackTube. It is part 2 of our Switzerland special. You'll remember in part 1 I reviewed a fair few Switzerland based snacks and they were all pretty good. I have to say, they were all very delicious. Seems to be a place with very nice food. But I've still got a bunch more stuff to show you guys in this second part. I've got 5 more items to show you. And hopefully they'll be as nice as the first lot, because the first lot were really, really good. One of the things I've got is even a sauce. So it's not just crisps and chocolate. It's mostly crisps and chocolate, but I've also got a sauce. So let's start with some chocolate. I've got these things, Ovo Rocks. So Ovo Rocks appear to be part of a brand that's must be pretty big over there, because Ovo Maltine, they seem to have everything as an Ovo Maltine product. I mean, I was looking for all the different shelves and things to see what kind of stuff they have. And they have like an Ovo Maltine spread, they have just a normal Ovo Maltine chocolate bar, they have biscuits, they got, I think there was cereal. Like, it seems to be everywhere in all kinds of forms. And I decided to go with the Ovo Rocks because they come in a convenient bag that I can seal back up. And also it came in a deal 2 for 1. So I got 2 bags of these. And you know, they look quite nice. So like the last video, I'm not really going to go through, you know, all the nutritional information or, you know, the ingredients or anything like that. I mean, for the most part, they're all just in German or French, or German and French on the back. There's not a lot of English on this packaging. Some of it does have English, some of it doesn't. So we're not going to really go for anything. We're just here to enjoy the Swiss cuisine, if you like. So these are palm oil free though, which is quite good. So I think we should just bust it open and give them a try. Rocks of chocolate rocks. They kind of look like, a bit like, remember that Nesquik cereal? Do you still get that? I don't eat cereal really a lot, so I don't know, but ooh, they're big and chunky. Chunky rocks. Smell very chocolatey, I have to say. There's one there. It's quite a big one, right? All right, let's do this. Our first Swiss snack of this Swiss special, part 2, Ovo Rocks. Let's give it the old taste test. Interesting. They're very milky. It's a very milky flavour. A bit like if you were drinking a milk chocolate as opposed to just eating chocolate. So it's got a very milky chocolate flavour to it. Nice and sweet. I like it. I like it. The texture is, it's crunchy, but it melts. Starts off crunchy and then it melts as you chew into it. Texture is very similar to a Malteser, actually. Yeah, it's like a Malteser, except the whole thing is also chocolate, rather than just the outside of it. So it crunches, but then it melts. I'm willing to bet I could just sit and suck on it, right? And it would eventually melt on its own. It's just too tempting to bite into it though. I can't suck a Malteser, I have to bite them. Oh, they're really nice. Chocolatey, milky, crunchy, but melt in your mouth. Very delicious. I'd have them again. They're lovely. Okay, wee palate cleanser. This isn't a Swiss drink, just FYI. I didn't have a lot of Swiss drinks over there. Oh, I had a Red Bull which had apricot in it. I don't know if that's Swiss necessarily, but it was nice. I might have mentioned it in the last video. I also had some really nice peach iced tea. And you know, we had beers and things. So, yeah, but I didn't bring anything back drink-wise. Got another can of Iron Brew, that one seems to be finished. So, right. Let's go to a crisp then, shall we? So these are from Zweifel, which is a brand we've reviewed on here before in the last episode, the last Swiss special, because they did those French fry sauce crisps that were really nice. We've got paprika original chips. I don't know if the flavour is actually paprika. They are potato chips. Is there any English on here? There's no English on it, so I couldn't tell you entirely what the flavour is, but there seems to be dust, which might be paprika. There's a chilli, so they might be kind of like a pepper flavour, paprika. We'll soon find out. But they are vegan. They are sans lactose, which I'm assuming means lactose free, and they are sans gluten, so they're gluten free as well. So if you've got any of those allergies, that's quite good. And they've been making them since 1958. There they are. The guys that used to, I'm assuming they used to deliver the potatoes, or the farmers, I don't know. I have no idea. I don't speak German, so let's just bust open the packet and we'll give them a sniff. They're very orange. They smell like paprika. How orange they are. Okay, these are the Zweifel paprika original chips. Let's give them the old taste test. Yeah, they're paprika flavour. Yeah, good. Good crisps, like the last ones, you know, they've got a good crunch. Little bit of greasiness to them, which is what you want. The crisps have to have that little greasy goodness to them. That's what really adds the depth of flavour. But they're not too greasy. And the paprika flavour is really nice. Bit of saltiness, sweetness from the paprika. It's not too heavy a flavour either. It's not like too crazy. It's not too subtle either. It's like just right. Right on the level. Those are good crisps. Yeah, they're lovely. Have them again. Okay, well, both winners so far, I have to say. Really enjoyed both my stacks so far. So let's move on to something that's not a crisp or a chocolate and try a wee sauce. We've got some Carl sauce, curry mango. As you can see there, they are planning on serving it with balls, meatballs. Are they meatballs, falafels? I don't know. But yeah, curry mango sauce, which I just thought sounded really nice. I think it's the Co-op's, it's a Co-op's own brand. It does say Co-op on it, quality and prix. Quality and Prix, I don't know how you pronounce it. Carl sauce, curry mango. There's nothing in here I can really glean from the back because it's all in foreign. No English on there, but it sounds really nice though. Curry mango. I think those are two things that go really well, like a sweet sort of curry. So let's just bust it open. Of course, I do have, for dipping my sauce, because we don't just neck the sauce like a crazy person, I've got some of my chicken fries, which you'll recognise from multiple hot sauce videos. Bust this open. Ooh, it smells really, really, really curry. Alright, got a wee ramekin here. Let's give it a wee squeeze. It's quite a thick sauce. It is there. Okay, got a big chicken fry here. Look, it's a doubler. We got a doubler. Do I want to separate them? I don't want to separate them. They've joined together into one super fry, so they deserve to stay together. So let's try this then. This is the Carl's sauce curry mango. Had a lot of other flavours as well, but let's try this one. Let's give it the old taste test. Nice amount on there. Oh yes. Mmm. That's lovely. I'm finding it hard to distinguish the mango from it, to be honest. It doesn't have a huge mango-y taste. But it does taste a bit fruity. But it's not like punch you in the face mango flavour. It's a really nice curry. It's not spicy like at all. There's no spice to it whatsoever really. Maybe a little tingle in the tongue, but nothing to write home about. But it's just a lovely flavour. It's sweet. It's got that lovely curried flavour to it. It's smooth. It's nice and creamy. That's what I like that. That is really good. I want to put it on like a chicken wrap or a fish taco. I want to put it on a fish taco. I can't stop eating it. It's too good. Okay, we need to stop because I've got other things to review. That's delicious. I'm gutted I only brought back one thing of it now, so that's really, really good. It's one of the best sauces I've tried in a long time, I have to say. It's up there with the pickled onion mayo. Right, let's move on to the last chocolate of the series, and I'm hoping I've saved the best till last. Well, this is Ragusa Classique. So Ragusa is another one which seems to have all kinds of different things in their range. So they seem to have other stuff like spreads and biscuits and different kinds of chocolate and stuff like that. So I think it must be a reasonably big brand over there. See, it's got the Swiss flag. I do like that on pretty much all their products that are like Swiss based, they do tend to put like a Swiss flag on it. Like you can see it on the paprika crisps there, under the paprika, and the Oho rocks. It's got that in the corner, so you know where it's come from, which is cool. You should be proud of your nice snacks. And frankly, Switzerland, so far, there's not been a bad thing amongst this. Excuse me. That's what I get for forcing curry chicken down my throat. Yeah, there's been nothing bad so far. In fact, everything has been pretty damn good. It's all been exceptional. In fact, I got, for my girlfriend's mum, I brought her back some macarons from, what's the company called? Sprungli. Brought her some of the wee tiny macarons from there, and she loves them. She absolutely loved them. She scoffed them all already, and she was telling me to get back on a plane and go get some more. So yeah, I think those got the approval anyway. So yeah, basically everything I've tried from Switzerland has been really nice. Little bit I've been picking things that I know I would like anyway, probably. But you know, sometimes you pick these things and you think they're going to be terrible, but or you think they're going to be nice and then they end up being terrible. But so far everything's been great. But anyway, I'm rambling. But that's my TED Talk. Thank you for coming. Let's bust open the Ragusa. But it's like hazel chocolate. I think there is English on the back of this one. Chocolate confectionery bar with praline filling and whole hazelnuts. Sounds delicious, right? And everyone knows that Swiss make the best chocolate, right? And that's like the thing. Lindt. Saw Lindt, the Dubai chocolate. They've got like a Dubai chocolate version of Lindt now. Saw that in the supermarket the other day. I'm still not convinced I should try that Dubai chocolate. I feel like it's going to be very disappointing and I'll have spent like 15 quid on a lot of rubbish. Okay, here we go. Interestingly, it comes wrapped in tin foil, but it comes in like tin foil and then it's a plastic. And then it's like like you get a bar like that. I figured it would just be one big bar. But that's interesting. It's a bit rough around the edges, I have to say. But yeah, well, it looks good. Big chunks of hazelnut. I love that. Big chunks of hazelnut. That's what you want, right? Okay, let's do it. So this is the Ragusa Classic. Let's give it the old taste test. Wow. That's like eating a solid block of Nutella, but with actual whole hazelnuts through it. That's so good. The praline filling, sort of similar to the truffle filling on that other bar I tried in the last video. But there's not as much chocolate around the outsides. So it mostly tastes of the hazelnutty praline stuff. And then, of course, you get all the big chunky hazelnuts as well. To add a bit of crunch, a bit of extra flavour. Delicious. That is really nice chocolate. I mean, it's mostly praline, but that's good. Try not to eat too much of it because I've still got one more snack to try. And very easy to overindulge when I've got so many nice snacks to try. Okay, put that away, but that is good. That is delicious. Okay, last but not least, what have we got? It's another one from Zweifel. This is their Snacchetti paprika shells. So I think I've accidentally picked two things with that are paprika flavoured. These are a bit different, they're puffy, so they'll be a little bit different. Maybe similar flavour to those other crisps, but we'll see. So, yeah, similar information on the back. There's a list of ingredients. It's actually in English. There is English on here, but just for the ingredients. I don't think there's English for anything else. And the nutritional information, but I'm not going to go through all that. So, yeah. Don't know what that means. Why there's a flower there. Rapsol. Is that rapeseed oil, maybe? Is that what that is? Don't know. But yeah, let's bust them open. This is a 75 gram bag. It's quite big, right? But puffy crisps don't tend to weigh that much, which is why they get away. Like, see if they gave you an actual 150 gram bag, which they do with like Doritos and stuff like that, then the bag would be like twice as big, but you'd actually get value for money. Puffy crisps like this, or Wotsits or whatever, not value for money. That's how they get it. But I digress. Doesn't matter as long as it's delicious, right? Okay. Yeah, they definitely smell like paprika and I think corn. So there they are, quite puffy. Lots of orange dust on there. They look good. They look like a bit like Quavers. A bit like Quavers. So these are paprika shells, Snacchetti. Let's give them the old taste test. Interesting. The first immediate thing is that they're incredibly crunchy. Like, very hard, very crunchy. I mean, I'm slightly worried that these will damage my teeth. They won't, but really, really solid crunch. Crunchier, a lot crunchier than a Quaver. They're thicker though, so they are thicker than a Quaver, so I'm not surprised. It's very thick, quite a big, thick, meaty crunch. As far as the flavour goes, they mostly just taste like what they're made of, which I think is corn. These types of things are always made out of corn, right? Maybe not. Potato flour mostly, and rice flour. So, yeah, they mostly taste like that and a bit of salt. They're supposed to be paprika flavour, but I guess that comes across a little bit, but there's not a huge paprika flavour to them. Certainly these don't taste nearly as paprika-y as these ones. But they're nice. I like the crunch. They're reasonably plain, so they're quite inoffensive. They're okay. They're okay. Right, well, I think we should rank them in order, right? I'm just going to have a wee sip of my own brew. Cleanse the old palate. And let's rank them. I mean, pretty easy last place for me, the Snackettes. They're nice, they're okay. Reasonably inoffensive, not a lot of flavour to them. Kind of a bit too crunchy for my liking. They kind of get to the roof of your mouth a bit, so it's not the sort of crisp I would go for normally. So yeah, they're probably last for me. But I reckon my missus will love them. Next up, oh, it's tough. It's tough. I think I'll go with the Oval Rocks. I put them in 4th place. They're nice. They're milky. Got a nice crunch. Slight. I mean, I don't want to be overly critical because they're nice. Slight cardboardy texture to them. They're not immediately tasty, but as you're crunching into them, they can be a bit plain until they start to melt, and then the flavour kicks in. So it takes a bit longer than maybe slightly longer than you would like to get to the actual flavour. So that's the only reason I'm marking it down. But other than that, they are delicious, and you know, that's a little thing. It's not really a complaint. I'm just trying to be as critical as I can to rank these things. In 3rd place, we're going to go with the paprika crisps. Pretty standard crisps, you know, bog standard crisps. They're but I like bog standard crisps. You know, I like a Walker's cheese and onion, or I like a Walker's pickled onion especially. So they're pretty standard. They're like that, right? They're crunchy. They're a little bit greasy, but they've got a really good amount of flavour on them. You know, they've got a really nice paprika flavour, and it's not too much, but it's also not too little. It's like right in the what do you call it, zone, the perfect zone for good living. So I like them. They're very nice crisps. In 2nd place, we're going to say the Ragusa. Purely for the fact that I am definitely more of a savoury guy than a sweet guy. Just in general, I prefer a savoury thing to a sweet thing. If I go to Greg's, I'd rather order an extra sausage roll than a donut. You know, I'd just rather have all savoury stuff. But despite that, delicious. Nothing wrong with it whatsoever. The chocolate is really, really good. It basically tastes like a solid, but it's not quite solid. It's still quite melty. Like, it's really melty and milky in a lovely way. But it's kind of like eating a solid thing of Nutella, but with actual whole hazelnuts through it. And I love hazelnuts. So delicious, love it, really good. And then my number one, I think you probably saw this coming a mile away, the Carl sauce, the curry mango. Doesn't have a massive hit of mango. If you're expecting it to be very mango-y, it's not really. But it's got a lovely sweetness. The curry flavour is delicious. It's got a great consistency. It's got a sort of creaminess to it. It's very, very delicious, and I can see that working with so many things. You know, you could have it on a bratwurst. You could have it on a hot dog. You could have it on, I'm just naming sausages now. You could have it on chicken. I think in a chicken wrap or a fish taco, I think it would go really, really well. And I've got fish tacos for my lunch this week, so that's happening. So yeah, very delicious. I'm going to get through this really quickly. So I'm because I love it. I'm going to have it probably with every meal now. But so yeah, it's a shame I only brought one bottle back. But if I go to Switzerland again, hopefully, because it's a beautiful place, I would bring a few bottles of this back. So yeah, that is it for the Swiss special. Thank you, Switzerland, for having me. Thank you for all these delicious snacks. I mean, you go to some places and the food is terrible, like England, for instance. I'm just kidding. I don't hate England as much as I probably should as a Scotsman. But they do some things really badly. I mean, Fish and chips is meant to be like the quintessential, you know, English dish, right? They get all the good chippies get their fish from Scotland. They get it from up here and they get it shipped down. Because our fish is way better than theirs. We get it from the North Sea. So yeah, I've had some bad fish and chips down there, I'll be honest. And yet everywhere I go here, I've never once had a bad fish and chips in Scotland. So anyway, that's not related to Switzerland. Switzerland, what a country, what a place. I mean, the food is great. You know, all the meals I had while I were there were really great and really wholesome as well. Lots of veggies and fresh stuff. You know, the produce was really good compared to like here. The produce here has gotten so terrible in the last few years since Brexit. The produce in all the supermarkets is not just the cheap ones like Asda. I mean, Asda's especially bad, but in everywhere the produce has just gotten so terrible and such low quality, lacking flavour, and it goes off really quickly. But you don't have that problem if you go to somewhere like Switzerland or Italy or Greece or anywhere, you know, in the EU. Generally, you're okay. So yeah, great place with great food. Brought some fantastic snacks back. I'd have to say they were all winners. I mean, maybe that snackety is probably the lowest thing on the bar, but everything else was fantastic. And yeah, beautiful place, and I would 100% go there again. Without hesitation. So thank you very much for watching. If you followed through, if you followed all the way through the video, don't follow through, that's bad, go to the toilet. But if you've watched all the way to the end, I really appreciate it. Thank you very much. Subscribe, hit the bell to get notifications anytime a new video comes out. And of course, let me know in the comments if there's anything you'd like me to try. Let me know what country you want me to go to next. I'm certainly not guaranteeing I will go there, but if it's a place I want to go, I might go anyway. There's a lot of places I really want to visit that I haven't been. You know, I really want to go to Italy. I really want to go to Japan. Hopefully going to Malaysia later this year as well, and I'll be in Canada likely next year as well. So, you know, if there's anything from those countries you'd like me to try, let me know. But for now, I hope you all have yourselves a very, very good day. Auf Wiedersehen, my friends, and take it easy. Cheers.